Well, Jaguars, good afternoon. As the semester draws to a close, hopefully you will take some time to reflect on your successes as well as your failures. And when you look at failures, in my opinion, a failure is just not something you didn't accomplish. A failure is an opportunity, perhaps, to learn. A failure is a opportunity to look at growth, betterment, achievements, as well as enhancements. You can look at the outcome of things as a potentially a way to grow. This has been a challenging semester, as each semester is, and I typically do a end of the year type comment. It's not going to be long because hopefully you guys are studying for our test tomorrow, and the test will be tomorrow at your designated class time. We've gone over the test. I feel that I've equipped you with the information you needed and still need to move on successfully on this particular examination. And as I said, let's try to see potential in the moment. Let's try to strive and do better. Uh, a lot of times we look at some of the challenges that we encounter, and we all encounter different situations that life presents at us. And the odd thing is that every person thinks that their burden is the heaviest. Everyone thinks that their problem is it. And that may be the case in some instances, but there's always someone else who may be in a particular spot that they might not know how to handle. It may or may not be their fault, but it exists and is there. So again, all of these are opportunities to learn. But one of the key points I wanted to share with you again, as I said, I hope that you've taken something from this class, not just the memorization of dates or events, stuff from the past that you may wonder, why do I even need to know this? What is this about? Why do I even need history? And we talk about test taking skills and planning. I talk all the time about time management being one of your best natural assets. You can't get back moments that you've allowed to pass. You can't get back events or things. This morning is gone forever. Can't go back to it. 8 o'clock tonight is gone forever. 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, those times, those moments have passed. But what I want you to focus on and think going forward as you go into your various fields of study, some of you may be in my class next semester. Some may have moved on to higher course loads. I've said, number one, I can't want it more than you. You have to want it. Number two, please learn to be responsible. Responsible and moving toward adulthood is when you accept those things that are required of you and that need to be done. Yes, it may not be fun. Yes, it may be boring. Yes, it may be something that you don't want to do. I get that. I really do. But in the real world, not that we're in a fantasy world, but in the adult world of being gainfully employed, entering into agreements where you put your word on and you have responsibilities, some of the stuff that we experience and that we try to prepare you for is not going to fly in the real world. People are not going to care if you're having a bad day, if you're having a mental health day, especially in this capitalistic society where you may be on a job. Even if you're working for yourself doing hair or whatever it may be, some days you may just not feel it. And you've scheduled appointments that need to be done. You can't just brush it off and expect everyone to understand, well, person X is not feeling good, they having a moment. We have to kind of strive to move away from that type of thinking that will stagnate you and you really won't be successful in that mindset. Well, one of the key things I really wanted to say as I bring this video to a close, I said it wasn't going to be longer than 10 minutes. It is my wish and aspiration for you, as I've said from the very beginning of the semester. I am not the enemy. It is my job to put you in a position to win, to put you in a position to be successful, to guide and share information with you, to make you think, guide you in a way that the information that I'm presenting will hopefully stimulate the questions I really want you to ask, but I want you to come up with it. I was telling one of my classes today, in fact, my 1230 class, we had fun, we talked, and I said, I have a particular skill set where I know my personnel. That's one of my little phrases that I say amongst others. And this comes from typically having 4 or 5 classes a semester. That's roughly 300 students. And I take pride in trying to learn everyone's name. It's a method to the madness. I try to learn your name. I try to establish some type of rapport with you and try to be personable. I feel that I'm one of the most approachable professors at this institution. I will do anything in my power to help you if I can. So the point that I really wanted to make is about being prepared. It's twofold: time management and being prepared. Preparation, not just in history, not just in other classes, just in life generally. This is a mantra you can take with you: preparation. So if we look at I typically give some type of analogy, an example to make you see the point. So the analogies I want to make as it relates to studying, school, and being successful is, first of all, having an established goal that you can break up into small, digestible steps and attempt to make daily progress. Not a magical, spooky demonstration of just whoop, there it is, and it happens. The odds of that mathematically is just as you would winning the Powerball. So, preparation. You set a goal and a task could be to be great or whatever your endeavor is. I like to use the dancing dolls, if you will. I've had many students that were involved in that, even our students in the band, which would probably be a better example. But since both of them work in unison, I'll say both of them. The band practices rigorously, long hours. It's a process that they go through. They prepare themselves, and when it's time to perform, they're ready. Everyone knows their notes. Everyone knows their routines. No one is shrugging their shoulders saying, I don't know, I forgot. with a dumbfounded look when you very well know you didn't do it. In the band, if you're not prepared, you can't keep up. You don't get it. You don't know the steps, the routine. You haven't learned the notes. You can't read music, whatever the case may be. You are ill prepared. As with the dancing dolls, they don't just wake up and go to the field Saturday and perform. Those are routines and regimens that they do blood, sweat, and tears and practice to make it look effortlessly, to make it look like we do this. But that comes with preparation and not just overnight preparation, ongoing long-term preparation, pushing forth, seeing the goal. We want to win the Bayou Classic. We have an objective. We want to win the Battle of the Bands. We have an objective. We want to be known and renowned. And when you hear the dancing dolls, there's a requirement that comes with it. There's a requirement with being the human jukebox. There's a requirement with being a student at Southern University and a person of color, a black man and a black woman. Yes, we have students of other persuasions at our HBCU, but we know the purpose and the mission statement of why we even have HBCUs. That's another talk show for another time. But being a representative of Southern University, you want to try to put your best foot forward because we have what's called a legacy. Yes, we have fun and all pretty Wednesday. All those things exist, but in proportion, within the scope of still trying to reach your success. So, guys, we have to be prepared. You have to be prepared. No one can do it for you. Nothing magical is going to happen. You can't pray this away. You can't pray that the answers just appear on your test. It's not going to happen. You have to be prepared, and that only happens by a process of daily work and effort. Preparation. Those who are prepared, you can see that they're prepared. I gave the analogy of the band, the dancing dolls, the cheerleaders. That's daily practice, a daily routine of long hours learning, memorization, marching, jumping, physical exertion. In the class, it's mental, but the concept is still the same because you have to be prepared. So going forward, as you leave and maybe see me next semester and say, hey, Doc, I did it, I get it, I'm doing better, I'm working on my time management, I've enhanced my study skills, or whatever it may be. I loved it. Some of you may just quit. Stop. Just because maybe you found out this is not for you, or you just don't have the intestinal fortitude to push through. But preparation is the key. Being prepared. The individual that is prepared, when you're prepared, you're not really nervous. When you know that you know, you're not scared. You're ready for the confrontation of the challenge of a thing. I've given many public speeches, engagements, conferences, Black History programs at schools. People invite me to speak all the time. Once upon a time, I was a little nervous at speaking. It's a process. You have to practice. You have to master. And once you are comfortable that you have mastered the skill set, then it just becomes easy. I may talk too much, as some of you very well may know. But again, as the semester has come to a close, I really wish all of you well. I really, really wish the best For all my students, I want to see you strive and be graduates one day and be the best person you could be. Again, your test for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday starts tomorrow, Tuesday, and Thursday, this coming Thursday, at your designated class time. Please take this opportunity to reflect, take my words to heart, study, look over your information, repetition. You may find a different way that works for you as it relates to studying. I found that saying things repeatedly, repetition, helps you learn. Some of you are, you know, into the whole music singing, and that's fine. You can maybe create a little acronym for a phrase or concept. Use the first initial of it. Create a phrase that you could remember and put that to music. Say, for instance, for example, we talk about the trade triangle or the economic triangle from Europe to Africa to the colonies and back. You could put that to some type of rhythm or rhyme, break it down where you can recall easily. Those are just some simple methods that have worked and have been proven to work. So, guys, tomorrow is it. Please study. Please be prepared. I hope you've learned something again during this semester. And as always, it's a privilege and an honor to teach each and every one of you. It really has been. I've tried to put forth my best as I do every semester and try to give my all to expose you to different things, to open the door to that has been closed. So remember, always investigate the information you receive. If it is indeed the truth, it should stand the test of investigation. And lastly, life is a series of choices. Every choice has an outcome, good or bad, based on your options. What will you choose today? Will you choose to be mediocre or will you choose to be great? Go and study. I'll see you guys in tomorrow. Let's finish strong and get across the finish line. Peace.